Okay, let's review for your special right triangle test. And you need to know these formulas for both special right triangles. You have a 45, 45, 90, 45, 45, 90, and then you have a 30, 60, 90, 30, 60, 90. And we need to know how the legs, the side lengths of your triangles, we need to know the formulas for those. So on a 45, 45, 90, the legs are exactly the same. So we'll just call this leg, leg. And my hypotenuse is going to be whatever my leg length is times root 2. And on a 30, 60, 90, you're going to have short leg. Short leg is always across from the 30. So short leg. And my hypotenuse is going to be double my short leg, or short leg times 2. And the other side is going to be whatever the short leg is, just call it SL, times root 3. So you need to have these memorized for your test. So let's look at some example problems. Okay, for the first part of your study guide, you're going to have to find the missing side lengths of the following triangles. I'm going to give you 10 of these, and the first 5 are going to be basic, and then the next 5 are a little bit more difficult. But I want you to try these first 5 on your own. Number 1's a 45, 45, 90. 2's a 45, 45, 90. Find the missing side. So you're given one side, find the other 2 sides. 3, 4, and 5 are going to be 30, 60, 90s. I want you to copy these triangles down and find the missing 2 side lengths. Try to do these on your own, and we'll come back and do 1 through 5. Okay, let's go over these first 5. Number 1 is a 45, 45, 90. That's leg, leg, leg root 2. So you're given a leg, the other leg is 5, and then leg root 2, 5 root 2. Number 2, you're given the hypotenuse, which is leg root 2, so your legs are 12 and 12. On 30, 60, 90s, you want to identify the short leg. The hypotenuse is double the short leg, and the other side is short leg times root 3. Number 4, you're given the hypotenuse, which is double the short leg. Short leg is 10. The other side is short leg root 3. Number 5, you're given short leg root 3. Short leg is 50. Double the short leg. Okay, 6 through 10 are going to be a little bit more difficult, so let's review how to multiply roots together. And let's just start. First off, let's remember that if you have a root of any number times itself, you're going to get that number back. For example, if we have root 3 times root 3, we get 3. And root 2 times root 2, we get 2. Root 3 times root 3 is root 9. Square root of 9 is 3. Root 2 times root 2 is root 4. Square root of 4 is 2. So let's remember that principle when we're multiplying our roots together. So let's do 5 root 2 times root 2. Well, remember that root 2 times root 2 is 2, so this is like 5 times 2. Multiplying those together, we get 10. Or how about 6 root 3 times root 3? That's going to give us 6 times 3, which is 18. Okay, let's say we had, on a 45, 45, 90, let's say my hypotenuse was 10. And I know that my hypotenuse on a 45, 45, 90 is leg times root 2. So I need to figure out how can I multiply roots together and get 10. Well, let's remember the root 2 times root 2 is 2. And then that times 5 gives me 10. So we could say 5 root 2 times root 2 would equal 10. And so my leg would be 5 root 2. And to get your hypotenuse, you're doing leg times root 2. Or what if my hypotenuse was 100? How would we figure out the legs of a 45, 45, 90? Well, let's use the same principle. I know root 2 times root 2 is 2 times 50. So 50 root 2 times root 2. So my legs on a 45, 45, 90 would be 50 root 2. What if we had a 30, 60, 90 and the side across from the 60-degree angle, which would be your short leg times root 3. Let's say that side was 18. How could I figure out my short leg? Well, I know 18 is my short leg times root 3. So how can we multiply roots together to get 18? Well, we remember root 3 times root 3 is 3 times what gives you 18? That would be 6. And so my short leg would be 6 root 3. Okay, so let's look at 6 through 10. And you'll try those on your own, and then we'll go back through them. Okay, here's 6 through 10. I want you to try these on your own first. Here's 6 and 7 are both 45, 45, 90s. Find the other two missing sides. And then 8, 9, and 10 are going to be 30, 60, 90s. Okay. Try those on your own, and then we'll go back through them. Okay, 6 and 7 are 45, 45, 90s. Leg, leg, leg root 2. So we're getting leg of 2 root 2, 2 root 2, and leg times root 2. So leg times root 2. That's going to be 2 times 2, which is 4. Okay. Number 7, 20 is leg root 2. So that's going to be a root 2 times a root 2 times something. That's going to be 10 root 2 and 10 root 2. And notice the pattern on those. On 6, if you half the hypotenuse times root 2, half the hypotenuse times root 2 on 7. Okay. 8, 9, and 10 are 30, 60, 90s. We're given the short leg times root 3. Short leg times root 3 is 12. So we got to do a root 3 times a root 3 times something. And that's going to be 4 root 3. And then the hypotenuse, I'm going to double that. Double the short leg, which would be 8 root 3. Okay, Number 9, short leg is 3 root 3. And double that for the hypotenuse. And then I'm doing short leg times root 3. My short leg is 3 root 3 times root 3. That's going to be 3 times 3, which is 9. Number 10, we're given short leg times root 3. So root 3 times something. It's going to be 30 root 3. Double that, 60 root 3.